Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into some hidden truths about America's financial history that a lot of us don't even know. It's not taught in schools, but it's crucial to understand how we got to where we are today. You might be surprised to learn just how much America thrived before we shifted our entire economic system, and how that change set the stage for the Great Depression. From 1789 to 1913, the United States ran its economy on tariffs. Yes, tariffs. These taxes on imported goods were not just a tool of trade, they were the backbone of government revenue. That's right, America didn't rely on income taxes, at least not until 1913. Instead, tariffs were the primary way the government funded itself, and you know what? It worked. The U.S. flourished economically. It was a wealthy nation with rising industries, expanding railroads, and a growing middle class. Tariffs protected domestic industries, helped pay off the national debt, and kept the government lean. But here's the thing, by the 1880s America was so rich from tariffs that the government didn't even know what to do with all the excess money. It sounds like a good problem to have, right? The United States had such massive surpluses that leaders started debating how to handle the extra cash. Should they pay down the national debt, or should they lower tariffs and let people keep more of their own money? President Grover Cleveland actually warned about this. In his 1887 State of the Union address, he said that taking too much from the people through taxes, whether tariffs or otherwise, was indefensible extortion. He argued that citizens should keep more of what they earned, rather than allowing the government to hoard excessive wealth. Fast forward to 1913, and things start changing. The Federal Reserve was created and the 16th Amendment introduced the income tax. Suddenly the government had new tools, greater control over the money supply and the ability to tax income directly. But here's where things started going sideways. The 1920s were a time of economic boom, but it was built on easy credit, speculation, and massive debt. The Federal Reserve lowered interest rates to encourage investment, but it also led to over-speculation in the stock market, real estate, and consumer goods. And then, 1929 hit. The stock market crashed, wiping out billions. The Federal Reserve made matters worse by tightening the money supply, raising interest rates when they should have been loosening them. Suddenly, the economy was in free fall. Now let's talk about the Smoot-Hawley Tariff of 1930. In a panic, the US government raised tariffs even higher to protect domestic industries. But instead of helping, it backfired. Other countries retaliated with their own tariffs, and global trade collapsed. Exports dropped, jobs were lost, and the Great Depression got even worse. So, what does this all mean? Well, if we look back, tariffs worked. They helped fund the government, protected American businesses, and gave the country a solid financial foundation. But when we abandoned this system, the shift to income taxes, the Federal Reserve, and speculative credit led to instability, and eventually, the Great Depression. Here's the kicker. The issues we're facing today are connected to these historical shifts. The government, once flush with surplus from tariffs, now relies on income taxes and debt. The Federal Reserve manipulates the money supply, and we're left with a system that's more fragile than ever. So next time you hear about tariffs, taxes, or the Federal Reserve, remember the lessons of the past. Our economy's foundation was once based on stability and self-reliance. We might want to take a closer look at how we got here, and how we can build something stronger for the future. Thanks for watching, and if you're interested in more deep dives into history and economics, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going. See you next time.